Have you ever wondered what boundaries are? Do people tell you to set boundaries and you're like unclear of whether it's a line you make up or some ultimatum you hold or just have no idea what it is? I'm a marriage coach, and I often tell people that divorce shouldn't be the first boundary you hold, but the last. So I think I need to kind of define what boundaries are. And this was something that I absolutely had to learn, had no clear understanding of whatsoever. And it makes total sense why I didn't, because most of us were raised with an authoritative parenting paradigm that actually violated our boundaries. It showed us that people who hurt us love us. So now we have all this confusion. We have no sense of what we can protect because we were shown that people that love us hurt us, people that love us violate our boundaries. And it's selfish or arrogant to even assume that we have something of our own that we can protect. So let's define the boundary. Welcome. If you've not seen me before, I am a marriage coach for really driven moms who don't want to repeat their parents' mistakes in parenting or marriage. And they want to create the relationship that they've always dreamed of without leaving the one they're in. This is one of the first things I work on with my clients because we just don't know how to get what we want because we don't know how to show others how to love us. Boundaries are actually all about loving yourself and then showing other people how you want to be loved. If we don't feel like we have control over that, or that they'll leave us if we show them this, then we feel like it's hopeless. And our only two choices are to be in an unhappy marriage or to get divorced, when in reality, there are several more choices. It's not a dichotomy like that. We can actually improve the marriage that we're in. So your boundary is where you end and another begins. If you have an energetic boundary, if you reach your arms out, see my fingertips, all the way around you, the entire way around you, that's the kind of the end of your energetic boundary, at least where it's strong enough. We know that it goes on and on forever, really, but that is your main boundary. So if you want to picture like light lighting up that edge, or imagine being in your own, like this is your house, or you're inside of a jar, or whatever visual helps you feel the strength of this perimeter of you, then that will help you. So then what's part of your boundaries are everything inside that. So your body, people can violate your boundaries if they abuse you, rape you, hurt your body. Your mind, all your thoughts, your heart, your emotions, your space, your physical belongings, your phone, your jewelry, your journal, your emails, those are part of you. And then your time is finite, your energy, your money, all these things are yours. Okay. Um, there's some confusion about what's ours because as children, we are more enmeshed or even kind of fused with our parent or caregiver. And so we kind of operate as one. And then if we continue that and don't differentiate ourselves, then we feel like what we do makes them angry or sad, or what they do makes us angry or sad. I'm back. I had to go ask my kids to go be loud somewhere a little bit further away from my office. So, anyway, all these things are ours, and they are all deserving of love and respect. We are worthy because we exist. Knowing our boundary is actually us loving ourselves. And so often we don't even love ourselves, we don't even treat ourselves as worthy. Um, we may not clean our room, our space. We may struggle like with personal hygiene or feel like there's some guilt or shame there rather than feeling like we actually do it because we love ourselves and our body and we want to take care of us. Um, there's so many ways that we don't love ourselves that it makes us hard to teach others how to love us. And then when this is very new to us, if somebody sets expectations with us, meaning that they tell us how they can show up and how they agree to show up, it can feel like they're bitchy or even aggressive because we aren't used to this. We so often as women are used to just giving everything we have, being completely depleted in order to be loved. And we think that like that's the good thing to do. The Christian thing to do is to give everything away. And that's not actually true. There's a good book on this called Boundaries. And it's kind of long, but he kind of goes into a lot of the explanation of why it is actually the Christian thing to do to kind of take care of yourself first so that you can take care of others. And respecting our own boundaries also helps us respect the boundaries of others, to know what is theirs, to ask them about how they can give to us, to find these mutual agreements where, you know, I agree to give you my time and you agree to give me your money, or I can give you my time, but I need you to take care of something else for me that gives me that time back to give you. For example, I had a friend who recently wanted me to help her make a PowerPoint for her business, and I love to have that creative outlet and have the digital marketing background. And so I said, that's fine, but I have somebody coming over and I need to get my house clean. Would you be willing to have your person clean my house while I work on your PowerPoint? And that was our mutual agreement. And that's what made it so that I didn't allow my boundaries to be violated in that situation, by coming to a good mutual honoring of each other. So anyway, I have a whole course on boundaries. It's on my website called Getting the Love You Deserve, because I can't possibly cover it all in this video. But so if somebody is violating your boundaries, you want to move away or call them out on that behavior. If they say something that's unacceptable to you, if they insult you, you ask them, say, hey, that hurt. Why are you doing that? You call them out on it that way. You don't shame them. You just stop and question why they're doing that. Let them know it's not okay to speak to you that way. If they are yelling or just aggressive in a really negative state, this behavior is unacceptable. I'm going to go outside. Let me know when you're ready to talk more calmly, more respectfully. It's moving away from, but it's not always total separation from. It's saying this is unacceptable right now, and I'm going to walk away from it. Or if they hit you, then you walk away more permanently. You separate, and you'll know when or if they are even doing the work to change what led to that. But so often we are afraid to have these boundaries. Number one, because we don't really know how to have them. And number two, because we think or suspect or subconsciously know that holding them, showing this person how to love us the way we deserve, would mean that the relationship would end. And so then we tolerate this relationship that's not great for us, because we don't want to lose their love, even if they aren't really showing us love. But if we know that from early on, we can show them how to love us, and we can test how committed they are to loving us, then we change the whole dynamic of a relationship. So, you know, people tell me often that an abusive relationship doesn't start that way. And I know that's true. They are testing you. They're seeing what you'll tolerate. When they insult your idea or put you down, or or get into your phone or something, they are testing how much you love yourself so they can see what you will tolerate. And eventually that does lead into physical abuse, but that didn't happen just on its own. If you loved yourself so strongly and so deeply, and one day they just hit you in the face, you're like, I am out of here. Sorry, thought this would work, but this is completely unacceptable. I see that you don't love me the way that I love me, so I'm out of here. but it happens slowly. And if you don't fully trust yourself and fully love yourself and know what you are worthy of and what you deserve, then you'll miss those little opportunities to hold the boundaries you need to. So, like I said, if you have any questions on this, I have a whole course on this on my website. It's called Getting the Love You Deserve. If you work with me as a client in my Happily Ever After coaching program, we work on this pretty much from day one. First, we have to see how your boundaries were violated as a child, and then we work on self love and how to actually hold the boundary and what they mean, what's a boundary, what's not. We go through the whole thing. So, visit my website, bethrowles.com, to learn more about that. But I'm so happy you're here. Reach out and send messages if you have questions. Send me an email or find me on Facebook and send me a message there or comment below. And I'd be glad to talk to you. Subscribe for more about creating the relationship that you want. Bye.